Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 7:32 p.m.
Right guys, so my mum Jennifer called me back about an hour and a half ago, and she said she wasn't going to bother me anymore this evening. I'm just getting on with my life. I haven't got a partner, I'm a single woman by myself, and I'm just having to cope with things as they come by myself, and I think I'm actually doing a good job right now. So, Max obviously didn't go out for this afternoon walk with me because I was round my mum's this afternoon between 11:45 and 4:30. So obviously I wanted to take Max for a walk as soon as possible, but I needed things to do. So around 10 to 7, I decided to go out. Now the weather is humid, it's hot, but it's spitting with rain outside. So I didn't want to wear a big jacket. I didn't want to put a hoodie on. I just decided to go out in this waistcoat, which I've worn since this morning. I got into the taxi with this waistcoat. It's quite warm and it's quite heavy, and it protected me from the rain anyway. So I left the flats, me, a single woman by myself, with Max. Here's Max. He's a Chihuahua. He's got big ears. He's lovely and cuddly. He's a bit wet at the moment because it was raining outside. So, it's like the world has changed. This morning it was fairly bearable. I walked onto the field, I kept myself to myself, and as soon as I go round to my mum's and I come back from my mum, now I've posted a picture on Facebook of my mum and me because I was worried about my mum. She keeps falling asleep with her mouth wide open, and I was worried about her. So there's a lady lying down on YouTube in the chair snoozing. That's my mum. That's not me with a wig on. Some people are saying that I'm bald and I'm wearing a wig, right? That's just bullies, that's just trolls. That's a picture of my mum, Jennifer. She's 77, she's nearly 80. She's frail. And it would be nice if eventually we could get my mum into a place where she's looked after properly with a warden or something to look after her. She's tired, she's frail, she's got a bad knee, she's got a bad leg, and she's carrying on with it. Right? So when I come back from my mum's, I posted a few pictures on Facebook of me sat round my mum's. My mum fell asleep. While I was round there, she was very tired and she had a pain in her knee, her leg. I told you everything wears out as you get older. Knee replacements, hip replacements. It depends on your genes and what happens in your life as to how you progress through to old age. We don't know what's going to happen to us. We just have to take it as it comes. And my mum's suffering, I think, with arthritis. So she's swallowing painkillers and trying to cope with it that way. So I went out and I'm just keeping cool. I'm not losing my temper. I'm not getting cross because I'm a quiet, nice, caring person, right? I'm not taking the camera out with me outside. This is my life. It's not other people's. If other people want to be rude and nasty, they can do it in their own time. I don't want to know. Not interested. If you can't be nice and you can't be polite and you want to be rude and horrible, go and do it somewhere else. I'm not interested. Just not interested. It's not going back to the way it was either. I'm not having people controlling me. So I threw some rubbish in the bin, a blue bag, because someone called Carl, C-A-R-L, had texted me on my mobile phone. And Carl was the guy I went out with at Lansdowne Court that used to go around with the blue plastic bags. He was the drug user and the drunk. I don't take drugs and I don't drink, only socially. So I'd gone out after messages off of my iPhone and WhatsApp, and someone sent me another picture of a man with a bald head. Right? It's just a troll. They spend their days on their mobile phone talking to themselves because I'm certainly not interested in them. So I gets onto the field. You know, people think they can push past me, you know, not apologise. And I'm a woman and I'm small. I'm 5'5", right? And right, if you're going to treat me like that, I'm just not interested. Gets onto the field and it starts to rain. It starts to rain quite heavily. But like I said, I'm warm, I'm hot. That's my phone going off while I'm sat recording. And it's a message off of a dating site. This person or persons can't leave me alone. They're trying to upset me 24/7 and it's really not working. So what have I got on Flirt Finder today? I've written it down all in this diary, and they started early this morning, Tuesday 4th of July. I like what I see and, like you, have no time for time wasters, and they've given me a number. This is about the third bald-headed man, completely bald, and this one's wearing a pair of sunglasses. 7:31. Right, so we've had about 3 or 4 texts from bald-headed men. I told you I posted a Facebook picture up of my mum, and she was tired out. What are you supposed to look like when you're old? I don't know. But these people bullying me, I hope they find out what it feels like to be old and in pain. So yeah, I walked around the field. It started to pour with rain. As I was coming off the field, there was a man, and he put his hood over his head. He didn't come onto the field with the hood over his head. He came onto the field with the hood off his head, walking a dog. He looked at me and put the hood over his head. Completely ignored that, walked around, because I'd gone out like this morning. I'd gone out like this morning, and the field was packed, and nobody had hoods over their head, and nobody, I'm glad to say, was being really stupid. So what, did I change into an alien from this morning to this evening? Did I suddenly change into an alien? It's the same person I was this morning. So there's people coming out of the co-op. When I come back, I actually picked some rubbish off the floor. Somebody had thrown a takeaway box on the floor. They'd thrown a empty drink carton on the floor, and I picked it up and I put it in the bin because it looks dirty. Also, dogs eat discarded packets and things, and they can get it stuck in their stomachs. So I actually picked up some rubbish and I put it in the bin. I don't like that. Somebody just throwing their takeaway box all over the floor and the contents. I don't like that. So I picked it up and I put it in the rubbish. Makes it look all tatty and nasty. And besides that, you know, I like to do my little bit of job for the environment. I'm not a nasty person. I'm kind and I like to help out. So I don't know where this is coming from. I have not got a clue. There was a guy like my son with curly hair riding a bicycle. I can't ride a bike. I came round the back of Innes Apartments. There was a man with curly hair getting into a car, and I thought I heard someone murmur, "Ugh," as I walked past, but then I could be imagining that. Like I said, I'm just ignoring it. I'm just getting on with my business. I am not free. I'm not other people's entertainment. If you want to employ me, pay me. But I'm not acting like a fool or a clown. I'm also being very, very careful when I cross the road. There is an Iceland home delivery van turning around down the bottom of the road. So I'm not rushing, I'm not running, I'm just standing there waiting for these cars and lorries to get out of the way. I'm not putting myself and my dog in danger. I'm taking a really relaxed attitude now. I'm not rushing, I'm not running, and I'm watching where I'm going, because I don't trust people. I never really have, to be honest. So I've now come into my flats, and yeah, we've got someone, you know, I really like what you look like, being sarcastic. I'd like to find out who it is, because they must be so insecure about themselves that they have to, from morning to night, keep texting me, "You're lovely, I like your legs." Oh no, it's done to wind me up. Because they must be insecure about their legs, their face. Because that's what bullies do. They will have a go at you when they're really thinking that they look horrible. Because bullying is a horrible thing to do. It's horrible, and a bully should be trapped in a room and subjected to the bullying that they give to other people. "Hello, beautiful. Oh, I love your legs. They're really nice." They really are. They would go fucking apeshit. They wouldn't like it at all. So, how did I stop listening to idiots? I just did. I just stopped listening. It's not relevant. I don't want it in my life. And if you can't be nice, I'm not interested. If I look like an alien, well, good. Because I certainly don't want to look like the bully. I come from Maidstone, I come from Doncaster. I mean, it all started with Bapchild. Years ago, the person said they came from Bapchild. The names and the places, they're ridiculous, they're wonderful, but this person ain't real. They ain't real, and they're very insecure, they're very nasty, they're very twisted, they're very narcissistic. They don't compare me to a bully, because a bully is ugly. Even if the face is fairly decent, they're ugly inside and they're not worth knowing. They're poisonous, they're spiteful. Some people commit suicide after what people have said to them, and they thrive on their poisonous words. And if you ignore them and don't speak about them and don't even acknowledge they exist, they start getting angry, and that's when they're going to make a mistake and go too far. Now I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. If I want to go out tomorrow, I'll go out tomorrow. The bully doesn't tell me what to do. If I can take noises, I can take people shutting the door in my face. If they want to shut the door in my face, shut the door in my face. There's not a lot I can do about that. But I open doors for people. I don't do that sort of thing because I ain't rude. And I don't make people angry. I like to make them smile and be happy. I don't like to make people cross and upset like this bully does to me. you know. So if I want to go out, I'll go out. The bully doesn't dictate what I do. I don't get up and think about her. Oh, is it gonna text me? I'm not interested. I don't care. They're very insecure. They must be very lonely, and very, very, you know. I don't know what to describe it, but I feel sorry for them. I'm not angry with them. They need help. They need really, really serious mental health help, because they are wrong inside the head. They are wrong in their attitude, and you can make a nice friend out of somebody rather than an enemy. See you later.